あの事件は、いや、事故か。事件なんて言っちまったら怒られちまうな。それは俺も世間やワイドショーと同じ程度の疑問は持ったさ。
Yeah, fucking an accident, right?
どうしてエヴァおばさんは事故当時、屋敷から2キロも離れたところにたった一人で、それも嵐の晩に。
当時、金蔵さんは次の後継ぎに誰を選ぶかで迷われていた。表向きは長男のクラウスさんってことになってたんだが、クラウスさんはあまり信頼されていなかったんだ。
Other than Natsui, who would?
それで親兄弟4人の中から公平に後継ぎを決めるため、碑文の謎というゲームじみた試練を課した。
それは表向きだな。おそらく金蔵さんは初めからエヴァさんを当主後継ぎにするつもりだったんだ。長男が後継ぎだという自らのルールを撤回してでも、クラウスさんと違い非常に勤勉で優秀だったエヴァさんに家を任せたかったんだ。
Why wouldn't he just say it? Why make this whole elaborate game where people have to die?
碑文の謎を解いた者に家督を引き継ぐなどという新ルールは、クラウスさんから次期当主の肩書きを奪うためだけの茶番だったんだろうな。
He has final say. Fuck whatever Krause thinks.
茶番ってどういう意味ですか？
あの碑文は誰にも解ける必要はなかったのさ。適当に刑事期間を経た後、本当その答えを与えるだけでいい。
That doesn't sound like him at all.
つまりそれこそが当主継承の証ってわけさ。
それはワイドショーでは言われていない話ですね。
まあ当主継承がうんぬんなんて話をしたら余計陰謀説が優勢になっちゃうからね。
Obviously, because she's the only one left.
俺もバカじゃないからさ、誤解を招くようなことはわざわざ口にしないや。
This was his theory. At the time, the Ushirimiya family head, Kinzo, whose remaining life was announced to be short, was troubled by the problem of who was going to succeed him. Normally, the successor would be fixed as the oldest son, Krause, whom Kinzo had chosen himself. But in his later years, Kinzo began to think that Eva would make a more fitting head. However, Kinzo, who was stubborn even against himself, was stymied by the title of successor that he'd already given to Krause. And he'd searched for an official stance by which he could skip over Krause and select Eva as his successor. That official stance was the Riddle of the Epitaph. The primary successor was still Krause, but there was a new rule saying that if someone appeared who could solve the riddle, they would be chosen as the successor of the headship. Then, on what would probably be his final family conference, Kinzo told Eva the answer to that riddle himself. In short, it was the same as proclaiming that Eva herself was the successor.
エヴァさんはあの日、金蔵さんに呼ばれ、それを打ち明けられたんだ。そして、当主を引き継ぐため、当主だけが知る隠し館であるクワドリアンにエヴァさんを呼びつけたんだ。
で、一足早くその隠し館で待っていたエヴァおばさんは、そのおかげで事故の難を逃れた。
What an accident.
エヴァおばさんが全ての財産を奪うために事故を装ってみんなを殺し、自分だけ難を逃れただけかもしれない。
I mean, that's what I think. Or at least, she ended up doing that at least. I don't think she is the only one that was killing people, but she was the last person to kill people that was left.
大衆紙はそう騒いでるな。だが、俺はエヴァさんを信じてる。
Yeah, I wonder why. It's like you were working with her.
信ずるに足るポイントがいくつかあると思ってる。
God, I wouldn't trust her at all.
例えば
Well, I mean, other than, like, George and Hideyoshi dying. I don't think she killed either of them.
今、エンジェちゃんが指に通してるその後ろ、その指輪は金蔵さんが特別に作らせた世界に一つしかない指輪だ。そして今、エンジェちゃんが指にしているものは 間違いなくそれだと作った細工師も認めてる。
Okay. The Ushirimiya family had a ring. That ring with the heft of gold and the one-winged seal on it had a diamond arranged on a pedestal and felt both sturdy and reminiscent of the dark hobbies of the rich. Kinzo had worn that on his finger without removing it even for a moment. This man was saying that the fact that Eva had it proved that Kinzo had acknowledged her as the successor. Not if she fucking killed him.
その指輪を確かにエヴァさんが持つからこそ。
It's not like he can really fight you once you rip the ring off of his dead hand.
そして実際にエヴァさんが優秀で、クラウスさんにはビジネスシーンでの数々の集大が知られていたことを加味すると、エヴァさんの話は全くの作り話とは思えないんだ。
その指輪を奪うためにおじい様を殺害した可能性だってあるけれど、そしてエヴァおばさんは何らかの細工をして事故に見せかけて一族を皆殺しにした。
そうだな。大衆氏は財産の独り占めが目当てで一族を皆殺しにしたなんて言ってるようだな。
We'll kill everyone outside of her family. I believe that.
確かにエヴァさんはここ一番では随分思い切ったこともしちゃう人だよ。あるいは後ろ宮家の財産を独り占めできるチャンスに生涯でただ一度の殺人を犯したかもしれない。だがね、俺はそうは思わない。
そう信ずるに足るポイントの2つ目は、
エヴァさんのご家族だよ。秀吉さんにジョージ君。
Which is why I think they were killed by someone else. I'm going to maintain the idea that no family member is going to kill a member of their own personal family. Like, Kyrie would never kill Battler or Rudolph. Unless there's some proof to it. Rosa would never kill Maria. Ava would never kill Hideyoshi or George. Natsui or Kraus, well, Natsui would never kill Kraus or Jessica. I don't know about Kraus. He can be kind of a douche sometimes, so he might kill Natsui, but I doubt it. He wouldn't kill Jessica, though.
エンジェちゃんはにわかには信じがたいだろうけど、エヴァさんはあれでかなり家族を大事にする人だったんだ。
True, part of me didn't want to believe it or acknowledge it, but I did understand vaguely. Eva certainly had been a person who highly treasured her family. After all, the root of her twisted personality had been nothing more than the sadness of losing her beloved husband and son. After getting hit with her angry outburst as she tried to distract herself from that pain, I have no feelings of sympathy at all. But it's not like I can't imagine how the incredible shock of losing her whole family must have changed her character.
家族を愛したエヴァおばさんが夫と息子を見捨てるわけがないと。
そうだ。もし本当にエヴァさんが犯人で一族を事故に見せかけて皆殺しにしたならば、夫と息子が絶対に生き残ってるはずなんだ。
Exactly.
偶然自分の家族だけが隠し館にいたとへりくつをこねてね。もし秀吉さんとジョージ君も無事だったなら、さすがの俺でもエヴァさんの陰謀を疑ったろうよ。
At least you admit you're slightly biased towards her. Because, I mean, at that point you have... No, it's not... It's not even probably suspect her. You have to at that point. It's like, okay, come on now. Only your family lives? Yeah, okay.
俺は秀吉さんの葬儀で見せたエヴァさんのあの号泣を演技だなんて到底思えんね。
どっちも状況証拠的ですね。
Well, of course it is. All of this is going to be circumstantial evidence.
エヴァおばさんの潔白を物理的に示すには至らない。
Technically, there's nothing physically proving that Ava's guilty either. It is circumstantial. That's the whole thing. But if you have enough circumstantial evidence, you can get a conviction on that. But it's not going to be as concrete.
それを言っちゃおしまいだよ。生き残ったのはエヴァさんのみ。その彼女がそれが真実だと言うんだからさ。
I mean, it's just like Schrodinger's cat. I mean, there's two things that exist. It was both an accident and that she's a murderer at the same time. And until you know, uncover the truth of the island, you'll never know.
でも彼女の潔白は誰にも証明できない。
No one can prove her guilt.
ああ、そうさ。そして彼女の犯行も誰にも証明できない。
Exactly. I'm speculating from what I saw, which they actually didn't see, so they even are more in the dark than I am. I'm speculating what I saw and how these crimes were committed and how they generally fell. And I think it's more than, well, we know at least she killed Battler. And she also at least killed Kraus and Natsui, and most likely Rosa and Maria as well. So, she's killed 5 people. It's reasonable to assume that she's killed at least 5 people. That's a fuck ton of people. But they would never know that either. Unless they, you know, were on the island investigating.
そして信ずるべきポイントの最後が
I
警察だ。
didn't trust them. Yeah, come on.
何しろ派手な事件だったからね。
Which would mean they'd want to shut it as quickly as possible.
陰謀説を騒ぐ世論に後押しされて警察が随分とエヴァさんを調べたはずさ。
Or they wanted to get it over with, so they went through the motions as quickly as possible. There's 2 things on that one. It was easy to feel something unnatural about the claim that Ava had avoided the accident by coincidence because she alone had escaped to a hidden mansion. Furthermore, at the time Hideyoshi's company had been right in the middle of a takeover struggle, and in order to buy off the stockholders, she'd wanted a large sum of money. It shouldn't be too hard to find a motive there. That is the motive. But as a matter of fact, there had been nothing at all that implied Ava was sent as she went to the family conference. Okay, so they didn't write anything down. Nothing unnatural was found on her that could have been used to brutally murder her family and make it look like an accident. The servants who escaped harm by being off duty on that day also stated that they hadn't seen anything strange regarding anyone related to the event, Ava included. Putting all of that together, it could only be concluded that Ava had headed to Rokkenjima for a normal family conference without any change. You didn't... Of course she's gonna say that, you know, oh, everything's fine. You don't trust her. Or at least take the sole survivor at her word in that sense. And saying, oh, did you have any ill intentions? No, never. I mean, come on. Of course she's gonna say none.
警察があれだけ散々調べて事件性を見出すことができなかった。警察がそう断じた。それで六軒島疑惑は決着じゃないのかな。
No, because there's countless cold murder cases that go unsolved. That seem pretty obvious, but they'd still go unsolved.
それは単に警察は事件性をそれは単に警察は事件性を
それを言い出したらキリがないな。悪魔の証明になっちまうよ。犯罪を暴くには証拠を見つければいい。でも無実を示すには何を見つけりゃいいんだい？
Something that creates a rock-solid alibi? Someone else that survived that can vouch for her? That isn't related to her at all? That was on that island, so let's say a servant?
消極的事実の証明は不可能だ。
エヴァおばさんが犯罪を犯したか否か、それを判断する材料が見つからないから、そのまま真相は迷宮入り、ということですね。
そうだな。エンジェちゃんの期待する言い方にするとそうなるな。エヴァさん自身にだって自分の無実は証明不能なのさ。あの島で不幸な事故があった。そしてたまたまエヴァさんが生き残った。しかもそれ以上のことは何もわからない。つまるところ唯一の生存者であるエヴァさんの話を信じられるか否かってことに。
I don't, since I've, you know, seen what happened, so I can't. And if I was in that position between Ainge and, dude, whatever, I would be in the, I wouldn't trust her. Just because it's so suspicious. I just happened to be in Hidden Mansion at the time of an accident that everyone else died in. Oops. Come on.
俺は信じたよ。指輪の話や彼女の尊敬できる家族愛、そして葬儀で見せた涙、それらを加味して考えて彼女の話を信じようと思ったんだ。
The ring can be disproven that she just killed Kenzo. That's... I would take off the ring part. I would say the love for her family is much better of a case than the ring. Because if we're establishing that whether she killed people or not, saying something where she can get something done if she kills someone is very, very bad. It doesn't help your case at all. Because we're deciding whether she'd kill people or not. To get the ring, all she'd have to do is kill someone. Come on. But for the love of her family, that's much stronger of a case than this ring that you can get by killing someone. Come on.
でも私は信じない。指輪なんて奪う気なら方法はいくらでもあるだろうし、家族仲が本当に良かったかなんて誰にもわからない。葬儀の涙が本物かなんて証明不能。
I believe they are.
というか、私はそもそもエヴァおばさんなんて大嫌い。だから私は彼女の話を信じようなんて思わない。
So basically no matter what, it's just, yeah, I'm not gonna believe her.
事件の真相をどう見るか。俺とエンジェちゃんで真っ向から対立しちまったな。俺たちに与えられてる情報は全く同じなのに、全く異なる見解も持っちまう。
That's how mysteries work. There's always different sides, different perspectives you can take.
こういうこと政治や経済でもよくあるんだ。同じ事業をやっても必ず評価は分かれちまう。どうしてかわかるかい？
いいえ。
愛があるかどうかさ。相手に愛を感じてるかどうかで物の見え方は全く違うってことなんだ。好きな人が貧しい人に施しをすれば尊敬できるだろう。でも嫌いなやつが施しなんて始めたら売名行為だとかばらまき行政だとか非難合々さ。
Yeah, some people are like that.
何をしてもしなくても愛があれば感謝し、愛がなければ非難する。それが世の中ってもんなんだ。
エヴァおばさんのことを信じられるか信じられないか、それだけの違いってことですか？
彼女を疑う人間には彼女が何をしてもしなくてもそれは実に不自然に見えるだろうさ。逆もしかり。俺はね、世の中には真実なんてものはよっぽどのことがない限り存在しないんじゃないかと思うね。いや仮にもし真実が存在したとしてもそれを信じるか信じないかは絶対性の宿らない真実なんて真実と呼べるのかい？エヴァさんが物理的なアリバイを示したとしても君はそれを信じられたかい？
Yeah, yes, actually. Yes, if there's, the proof, like that would be like the red truths, is in a sense proof. I believe the red truths, I believe the proof. No matter how much I dislike a character, I'll believe the fucking red. I'm not gonna go against the physical proof, the undeniable proof that it happened. Because I just have to. That's just how it works. It's hard to counter that. I hate on Ava, so I'll probably deny any information beneficial to her. Like if if we didn't get to see the other half, if I got to see physical proof, like, pictures of her not doing something, or like, ironclad alibi, I would believe her. I'd be like, okay, yeah, she didn't fucking do it. It's shady how she got away, but she fucking didn't kill people at least. And interpret any neutral information in a negative way. In other words, the truth is already decided inside of me. So just what in the world is this truth that I'm still searching for, unsatisfied?
そういうことさ。つまり俺から何を聞こうともエンジェちゃんがエヴァさんを未だ疑っている以上何を聞いても今更何も変わらないってこと。少なくとも今のエンジェちゃんじゃ仮に未知の新事実を掴んだとしても 真相に至ることはできんと思うね。
Well, it's also under the impression that what she knows isn't the truth, though. Because no matter how much you love someone, they still could commit a crime, technically. I mean, you could, trust Ava and all of that, but there is also the chance that she's just lying to you and you're just putting your trust in her. And then it still, backfires and all that. It's under the impression that this isn't the truth, which clearly a lot of it is the truth.
私では真相に至れませんか？
だってエンジェちゃんはどんな新情報や新証拠が見つかったってエヴァさんが犯人だってスタンスは変えないんだろう？
Because I can switch it on him and say no amount of proof or information will ever make him think that she's not that she is guilty.
ならこれ以上何を調べたって意味はないじゃないか。君の中の真相はすでに決まっているわけさ。
Because even if I found, like, a gun that had, her fingerprints on it and stuff like that, I don't think he would actually believe it. It would just be like, oh, it's a coincidence. She wouldn't kill her family and just default to that. So, I mean, it's the same thing. Because he's already decided his truth that he's going to believe in. And that's not going to change.
だがもしエンジェちゃんがそれを真相と思わずにさらに奥深くの本当の真相にたどり着きたいと願うならもう話したつもりなんだけどな。なんだかわかるかい？
愛ですか？よく意味がわからないです。
エンジェちゃんは今エヴァさんを犯人だと仮定しものを考えている。でもそれじゃあ片目でものを見てるようなものなんだ。片目じゃどんなに目を殺してもものを立体的に見ることはできないだろ。だからもう一つ目がいるんだ。もちろん今の目とは別の立場での。
エヴァおばさんが犯人ではない、あるいは本当に事故であるという仮定にも基づいて物事を見ろと。
But I don't know if he's looking at it that way either. I think he's just looking at it that she's not the culprit and not... Like, I don't think he's looking at it the other way either.
そうそう、その通り。
So he's kind of just saying, do as I say, not as I actually do.
物事を考えるときには異なる立ち位置から見るようにするんだ。
Obviously, yeah, that's flipping the chessboard around.
そうじゃないと本当のことは何もわからない。新聞だってそうさ。一つの新聞だけじゃその記事を書いた記者の目線一つでしかものが見られない。複数の新聞を読むことで初めて立体的かつ冷静に分析ができることもある。愛がなければ真実は見えない。いいね。
Maybe he thought it was interesting that such a flashy phrase would pop out of his mouth. For a while he laughed, looking pleased. At the same time, he was telling me that he'd said everything he knew, and now it's about time to leave. I understood that and got to my feet.
俺にもエンジェちゃんの気持ちが分かったよ。あんたが納得するようにしばらく好きにしたらいい。当時君は6歳だった。わけがわからないうちに家族を失い、未だに心の整理がつかない気持ち、よくわかるんだ。真相はわかるかもしれない、わからないかもしれない。エヴァさんは犯人かもしれないし、犠牲者かもしれない。エンジェちゃんが信じる真実が見つけられるのを祈ってるよ。若いうちの旅も貴重な経験かもしれない。
ありがとうございます。お忙しいところお邪魔して本当にすみませんでした、お好みさん。
Oh my god. No. God, no way it's the fucking same guy. No way. Dude's fucking cleaned up though.
いいっていいって。これからどうするんだ？
I'm going to go home. I don't know. What the fuck are you gonna do?
まあ適当に。事件関係者やその道の専門家ってやつに何人かアポを入れてるので、 そちらを当たるつもりです。
specialist.
そうか。納得のいく答えが見つかるといいな。
At that time, Company President Okanogi's secretary came in, handing him a memo over his shoulder. He read it, then looked between it and my face.
エンジちゃん、旅に出てごらんと言った矢先で申し訳ないんだが、耳に入れといた方がいい情報だ。
Oh goody, what?
君、今だいぶヤバいらしいね。
私の金を狙ってる連中ですか？
Anything new?
だからお金なんてくだらない。
Yeah, who fucking needs money?
だからって財産丸ごと売っ払って全額を福祉に寄付しようなんてしたら、エンジェちゃんの財産で川残業してる連中が目ん玉飛び出しちまうよ。
ああ、スマデラの家ですか。あいつら何を偉そうに保護者面して。
I haven't forgotten on Ava. There's no way I'll put myself in the care of the Sumadara family. They probably want to, as Aunt Ava often threatened in the past, cut off my arms and legs, throw me in a warehouse, and suck the Ushirimiya family's wealth dry. Ah, God. That's so fucked. Can we not get that imagery?
スマデラ家の使いがここに来るそうだ。君を引き渡せと。いやいや、保護したいと言ってるな。
使いって？
君のおばだよ。キリエさんの妹さんだ。
Oh boy.
君のことを妹のように思っていると前に話してたな。
ご冗談。せめて孫と言ってよ、あのババア。
文脈から見るに、君の意思は聞く気がないようだ。地下2階の駐車場に車が待たせてある。行きなさい。
スマデラの家から引き渡せって言われてるんでしょ？いいの？私を行かせて。
No, it's not, but just go ahead.
エンジェちゃんはきっと将来大物になるよ。この菓子はその時の出世払いってことにしとこう。行きな、早く。
After bowing silently and deeply, Angie left that place at a dash. After watching her leave, the female secretary strained her glasses and whispered,
スマデラ家からは足止めをしておくように言われていますが、行かせてよろしいのですか？
足止めならしたよ、十分に。それに間に合わないのはスマデラの過失だね。エンジェちゃんには逃げろと言ったし、スマデラにはエンジェちゃんが来てるよと通報したし、捕まっても捕まらなくても双方に恨まれない。世の中はすべからく愛だね。大丈夫、逃げおせる。
You have a lot of confidence in her.
何しろ追ってまくためにビルから飛び降りられることだね。
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okanogi looked down again through a crack in the blinds, muttering, nope, definitely couldn't do it. Angie wasn't a fool herself. She got off the elevator but on the 3rd floor, a taxi in the 2nd level of the basement. That's so neat and clean I don't like it. It's probably better to refuse for now, but my enemies aren't fools either. They're probably waiting for on the 1st floor lobby as well as the underground parking lot. It's such a massive building. Instead of getting anxious and escaping outside, maybe it's better to stay inside and wait it out. No, that's useless. If they got their hands on the security room in a modern building like this, I'll have nowhere to run. This whole entire building is like a massive dead end. On the 3rd floor is the business floor. A young girl like me will clearly stick out. Try not to stand out any more than I had to. I walked to a brisk pace, searching for an emergency exit. Yeah, fire doors, fire staircase, stairwells also don't have cameras in them. It'd be perfect if that staircase was an outside one. Most are. I found the door to the emergency exit. After opening that heavy door, I found the outside staircase I'd hoped for. I bumped into a man who would look like an employee skipping work and smoking a cigarette. Get back to work, you piece of shit. After glaring at me, he quickly crushed out a cigarette and went away. It looked like there was no one below. If I'm gonna escape, now's my only chance. Just when I thought that, a black car slid right under me and came into a sudden stop with an incredible squealing of tires. Judging by the sound of the tires, it seemed they had several other allies, and that one of them had come here to block this path.
かすみおばさん、やるじゃない。非常口から出てくるメイにまで送迎車を送るなんて。
The doors of the car were forcefully opened and 3 black-suited men jumped out, looking up at the emergency staircase. Crap, our eyes met.
12マルタイ発見北西側非常階段3階応援遅れ
Send support. You have 3 guys. Calm the fuck down.
エンジ様そこを動かれませんように
Okay. I'll be sure to do that, buddy.
ご無礼を失礼します
Well, yeah, I'll definitely stay still after that. The 3 of them began to clamber up the emergency exit. They've already announced that they plan to be rough. This is pretty bad. As long as I don't stop breathing, they'll probably be ordered to grab me no matter what, even if they've got to rip out one of my arms. Their heavy wound footsteps became a helix and began to rise, the lower floors getting closer. In the entrance lobby of the building, a woman with 7 black-suited guards behind her advanced at a leisurely pace. Seeing this ostentatious entrance, the security guards for the building ran up to them, asking if they had an appointment.
これだから東京人は名乗らせなければ相手の格もわからない。
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
失礼いたしました。
That's honestly what I'd tell her.
当社ではご来賓の皆様にはフロントにてセキュリ
I mean, seriously, I don't give a fuck who you are.
下がれ。下船が。
Bitch, you're gonna get escorted out of this goddamn building in a second.
私はお前たちの社長に呼ばれてきたんだよ。おこのぎ哲郎を呼んでおいで。呼びつけておいて出迎えもないとはね。これだから東京人は。
これは失礼ようこそ後宮グループへ妻寺かすみさん
With the security behind him, Okanogi dashingly appeared from the elevator. Even though both of them wore bold smiles, they were wrapped in a tension reminiscent of the smell of gunpowder.
演者はどこ？姉さんのかわいい姪を迎えに来た。
後宮グループでは時間厳守がモットーでしてな時間を守れない人間は契約も守れないってのが先代会長のお言葉でして
東京まで呼びつけてなんてざまなの？逃がしたわね。
逃げられたと言ってもらいたいですなこれでも随分足止めはしたんですさすがに蹴取られましてね妻寺さんが時間通りに来てくれれば問題はなかったのですがこれだから地方人はルーズで困るんです
今なんとこの私になんと
You couldn't sense any of Kyrie's open frankness in Kasumi's face. She wore the arrogance of the ancient Sumadara family towards the ruined Ushirimiya family, as well as pride because she didn't want anyone to notice that her family was declining so much that they couldn't ignore the Ushirimiya family's wealth. Even at a glance, it was easy to understand why Ainge hated her aunt so deeply. She couldn't stand even a slight insult, and though she still smiled, her eyebrow twitched. Yeah, I just have him escorted out of the building. Get him out. At that time, the black-suited man behind Kasumi whispered to her.
園児様を発見しました。対応中です。
あら、間に合ってよかった。ありがとうね、お好み。
You're welcome.
ようやくやんちゃな姪を連れて帰れそうだわ。私、あの子と一緒にゆっくりとお茶室で語らいたくて。
She's terrifying. As the violent sound drew a helix, it rushed up at me from below, threatening to swallow me up. You're on the 3rd floor, just jump. Of course, even if I fight, there's no way I'll be able to win. And yet running into the building would be like jumping into a dead end on my own accord. My enemies will increase in number with time. If I don't do something here and now, I won't have any more chances to escape. Then 3 muscular black-suited men came into view below me. 1, 2, 3. 3 people. In other words, everyone who had gone out of the car. If there had been just one of them, I might have been able to drop-kick them or something and smash them in the head, which might work out. But it really would be impossible with 3 of them. Wait, 3? If there's just 3, I should be able to make it. I can do it. What? Calm down, dude. Oh. She did jump.
01より12確保したか応答されたしどうした応答しろ
なんてやつだ。くそ。
Oh, see, that worked out perfectly, didn't it? It was just the three of them after all. I've already tried that once from a higher place. I knew I'd be able to jump down just 3 floors. It's a good thing the car they came in was right beneath me. Even if it wasn't as pleasant as a trampoline, it broke my fall. A little gently, a little roughly.
失礼しちゃうわ。ここまでへこむこともないだろう。
The roof of the car broke my fall, leaving a massive dent around my body. Car roofs are surprisingly delicate. I don't think it's because of my weight. I don't think you weigh that much. Apparently, the 3 people on the stairs hadn't planned on me jumping down. It seemed that they now realized that they had been outwitted and they were rushing down the stairs. Hey, if no one's in the car, just take it and leave. I've got to run and escape while I have the chance. I moved my body, making clunking sounds on the car roof. But I'd been naive. Of course, they wouldn't all rush up the stairs without leaving one person behind. There's one black-suited man left in the driver's seat of the car that had broken my fall. He stuck his head out the window, and when he realized that what had fallen on him, he jumped out. In a rush, I jumped off the roof, but the black-suited man's reaction was really fast. Either there was a massive reward for capturing me, or there'd be a harsh punishment in store for them if they let me get away. I believe it would be a harsh punishment.
15確保確保。
気安く触らないで。離して。
I was mercilessly held down against the asphalt. I was being crushed face down, covered and pressed from upon from above. It was a hold without a trace of elegance, but it was extremely practical and left me no room for resistance. I tried to push back with both hands, searching for a way to resist, but I was being pushed down solidly and I couldn't even tear myself off the asphalt. Hello? Then another car came, squealing its tires as if it slid to a stop. Well, fuck me. Good game. Is it all over now? The man that had been crushing me let out a small cry. Sharp cry. He was yelling straight into my ear, making my left ear ring. Dick? What in the world? Along with the black suit guy, I fell with the thunk. After landing face up, the first thing I saw was an arm stuck out right in front of my eyes.
天草。あんたどうしてここに。
その話は巻いてからにしましょうぜ。お嬢、車へ早く。
How's it going, buddy? Amakusa grabbed my arm, easily pulled me out, spinning me around with himself as the center of gravity. Just when I thought it was a little like a dance, he flung me through the open door into the driver's seat. I climbed over the handbrake and slid into the passenger seat. Pushing me in, Amakusa also got into the driver's seat. And since we suddenly accelerated while still on all fours, I had to kick and struggle around on the chair for a while, like a turtle that's been flipped over. What the fuck? Amakusa checked the rearview mirror for the cars in pursuit, but he flew into the artery of the big city without lowering his speed in the slightest. Gets pulled over by the cops. And then our escape is fucked. We sewed our way between cars one after another, just like a chase scene in some action movie. I was shaken by this horrible driving and had trouble sitting back down.
お嬢、お怪我は？
問題ないわ。
Oh, that's fine. I just jumped off a 3-story, roof and landed on a car. I'm fine.
人間って案外頑丈よ。私、次からは下りのエレベーターを逃したら窓から飛び。
お嬢の趣味はエアダイブらしいや。ただ、次からは落下傘をつけることをお勧めしますぜ。
That probably would be helpful.
飛び降りた後に思い出せたらね。
He smacked the steering wheel, coughing. Need an explanation for this flippantly talking man? His name is Akuma Amakusa. He was originally one of Aneva's guards. Didn't she start to hate him because he chatted too much? He was much younger than the rest of the guards, but contrary to his outward flippancy, he hopped from the firstborn of the JSDF to the French Foreign Legion, placing himself in the overseas pirate military companies and high-class security companies one after another, making for a pretty incredible, unique career. But I heard he deserted both the JSDF and the French Foreign Legion, and that he'll be arrested if he enters France again. Both these flippant episodes were very typical of him. The guards were sternly told not to chat with me unnecessarily, but he came and took a pass at me, didn't he? Onefa was apparently particularly put off by that and had supposedly dismissed him shortly before she died.
その軽口は懐かしいわ。クビになった後はどうしてたの？
ブラックウォーターでエクササイズ指導は休暇で帰国したら小此木社長に高給を提示されました。
で、また脱走？
What a fucking surprise.
こんな男、何の役に立つのかしら。
来週までに帰りゃ脱走にはなりませんが、話があったのは昨日です。お嬢が厄介な連中を呼び込むかもしれないと言われました。
まさにその通りで申し訳ないわね。
お嬢と面識があってドタバタの経験も豊富ってことでご指名が来たんでしょうね。お嬢のおかげでハッピーな休暇と小遣い稼ぎになりそうです。
小此木さんがあんたを私の護衛に雇ったってこと？
お嬢に恩を売りたいんでしょうぜ。首の後小此木の社長にはいろいろと世話になってましてね。いろいろと弱みを握られてんで逆らえんのですわ。
小此木さんの世話になると後々で高くつきそうね。で、あんたは私をどこに連れて行くつもりなの？
Oh no, where do you want to go?
どちらでも週末までは雇われます。それ以降は別料金。
1日いくら
5万で手を打ちます。
Fuck.
経費は別です。
Oh, fuck you. Shut the hell up.
軽口を叩かないなら倍払うわ。雇用期間は未定。何週間かになるかも。
そりゃ大変だ。ボスに休暇の延長を電話しないとなりませんぜ。
I think you'll be fine.
私、どうしてもあの日のことが調べたいの。
Ah, Rokenjima.
ああ、例の六軒島の。
そうよ。12年前にあの島で何があったのか、私の手で納得がいくように調べたいの。
そんな昔のことを今さら調べて、今さら新しい発見がありますかね。
そうね。だからこれは私の自己満足のための旅なの。それを終えたらネギでも背負ってスマデラの家に行くわ。
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
かすみおばさん、私にお抹茶をご馳走したいとか言ってたって。角材の上に正座させられて石でも抱かされながらのお茶こしか。
そりゃおっかねえや。
The hell.
申し訳ございません。見失いました。
そう、ありがとう。残念よ、おこのぎ。これがあなたのお返事だということでよろしいかしら。
逃がしたのはあんたのヘマだ。俺の知ったこっちゃないね。
あなたにもぜひ今度お抹茶をご馳走したいわね。京都においでの際にはぜひお立ち寄りなさいな。
Yeah, I'll do just that. Fuck you, old lady.
行くわよ。
あれ、もう帰っちまうのかい？お茶漬けでも食っていけばいいのに。
Are we sure she's not related to Ava in any way? With her back still facing Okanogi, she laughed softly, but with an increasingly shrill and hateful tone, using it as a substitute for a sharp parting remark. Just as she stopped laughing, her features suddenly changed to look like a demon's, but because her back was facing him, Okanogi couldn't see that expression. Okanogi watched her go, laughing coolly. His secretary whispered over his shoulder.
よろしいのですか？エンジェお嬢様は我が社の筆頭株主です。スマデラ家が後見人になれば。
知ってる。だがな、うちも天下の後ろ宮だ。舐められてたまるかってね。しかしあいつうまく立ち回ってくれたようだな。あとはエンジェちゃんの好きにさせるさ。頼むぜ天草。
霞様、逃走車両はレンタル、提示した免許証は偽装とのこと。明らかにプロです。おそらく車両は放棄するでしょう。
Obviously.
追跡は困難です。警察に追わせますか？
Yeah, like, that would help. If they ditch the car, you have nothing to go on,
そう
really.
ね。家出娘の捜索願いでも出そうかしら。税金を納めてるんだもの。警察にもたまには役に立ってもらわなきゃ。
And I don't know how old Angie is. She's either 16... If she's 18, then it doesn't matter. They can't do anything. But I think she's 16. No, she was 6 when they left, and it's 12 years later she's 18. Well, at least in America, you can't actually do that anymore. So I don't know about Japan, though. She's a legal adult. You shouldn't actually be able to get a search party going. Because they found it and just say, yeah, I'm not actually running away. I'm doing as I please because I'm 18.
母上に私にお任せをと単価を切ってお屋敷を出てきたんですよ。
Hold your mother.
あなた、私にさらに恥をかかせるおつもり？あんたらまとめてお抹茶を振る舞った方が良さそうね。しかのお茶室は狭いから順番待ちの行列になっちゃうかしら。
No, thank you.
全力で捜索します。
ああ、本当に可愛い子ね。姉さんに自分勝手で自由奔放なあたりが本当にそっくり。ああ、もう姉さんにしか見えなくなってきたわ。本当に楽しみよ。姉さんの娘をお茶室にお招きできるなんてね。
Stop. That's just creepy.
スマデラ家、動きが早かったわね。私、おこのぎさんに売られた？
Probably. Though I need to check. See who's around. So we have Akuma Amakusa Juzo, a former guard of Eva's. He's fundamentally a thrill seeker, willing to take on dangerous jobs for very low pay. At one point he did work as a guard for Angie, but after repeatedly violating Ava's strict orders not to speak to her, Ava grew to dislike him and fired him. Angie seemed not to mind having him around, as he would often chat with her. This man, who has traveled between the Japan Self-Defense Force and the Foreign Legion and non-government military companies, has skill in counter-sniping and protecting VIPs. Okunage Tetsuro, a leading member of the Ushirimiya family group. Between the time of Ava's death and Angie's succeeding her position, management of the group has fallen to core members like him in her stead. However, Angie has no desire to inherit that role, leaving the group on the brink of fracturing internally and putting Okanogi in a difficult position. He was once the president of a foodstuffs distribution company and had an intimate relationship with Hideyoshi's business. Because of that long-lasting association, Ava trusted him particularly, and he was appointed to an important post within the group. Ava, after being repeatedly hospitalized because of psychogenetic stress, she has already died in the world of 1998 due to acute heart failure. It's more like about time. She lived her last years in isolation with no one to understand her and is the only survivor of the Mirokinjima. The media gave her the name Queen of Suspicion. She continued to make reckless expansions of her business just like Kinzo had done in the past, which earned her many enemies. By her later years, she was doing it merely to harass people, and it was if she enjoyed it rather than financial gain. It was all done for the sake of Angie, who would eventually succeed her. After throwing herself off the top of a skyscraper, she miraculously survived unharmed. After that mystical experience, she threw away everything and went on a journey by herself to learn the past. Can she break through Beatrice's magic from the position 12 years in the future? Sumadera Kasumi, daughter of the declining noble family Sumadera, Ushirimiya Kirie's younger sister. She despises her sister and by extension Angie as well. She's the opposite of the freewheeling person Kirie once was and holds appearance in high regard, possessing a strong ambition for philanthropy. However, this was all just craving for the limelight caused by the complex she has towards her sister. There are several opposing factions in the Sumadera family, and they're constantly engaging in a secret feud over who will control the vast wealth Angie holds. Oh, it actually just goes to this. I don't think there's anything here. Anything in the magic side? Yes, there is. Angie, the endless witch who will live for 1,000 years in the future. Or perhaps she's a hunter of witches who will fell them all. Witches cannot be felled if they are not understood. Witches cannot be felled if they are understood, even if they are understood. Okay. To understand witches and yet deny them, only this contradictory power gives her the blade with which witches to fell witches. Anything new here? Witch of Miracles, who has lived for 1,000 years to defeat Beatrice in her game, she threw in a piece called Angie. The Voyager witches who crossed the Sea of Fragments, beings far superior to the witches who cannot leave their own territories. While they may be on even footing inside this territory, her true magical power far surpasses that of Beatrice. What is sought by those witches who repeatedly voyage in an attempt to escape boredom. Witch of Certainty, who has lived for 1,000 years, she thinks of Beatrice's game as a birdcage enclosing burn. Her goal is an eternal tie. She'll ally with Beatrice as a general rule, but she'll support Battler when it looks like he's about to resign. Then, when it looks like Beatrice is about to be cornered, she'll start supporting the Witch again. The willpower of Certainty is far stronger than the Endless, which just repeats over and over idly. She's known as especially cruel, she loves bullying the weak, extremely powerful, but word has it she sometimes becomes obsessed with creating certain patterns, so her means end up becoming her goals. Okay. Little Maria, however, okay, nothing new there. Interesting.